woman who I knew said, "We saw your pictures, we thought you were a biker who got arrested and put in prison." And people often said to me, they'd meet me and they said, "We thought you were a black guy." And that was a great compliment. And many years later, I met Angel Franco, who's a Latino, works for the Times, and he said, "You're the only photographer who takes pictures of us as people." And that was one of the greatest compliments I ever received. I think the idea of me being a political photographer, activist, I think that's overrated and can be misleading and bothers me. Any artist or writer, whoever they are, people are engaged in the times that they live in. I think you should be. And so there is a side to me is that, but if you want to send a message, go to Western Union, meaning if you're using a film to send a message, you're probably making a very bad film. I was a serial photographer, so once I got into a project, then it fed on itself and I was busy. But when I was done, it was like, okay, what am I going to do now, you know? And this guy was working on my motorcycle in the shop, Jack, and I said, "Do you know any motorcycle clubs? I want to photograph one." And he said, "I am a member of the Chicago Outlaws. Why don't you come to a meeting?" And so I go to the meeting, and one of them said, "Why don't you join the club?" And I did. You know, many years ago, Ute Skilsson for the Folkvang Museum in Essen, she said, "Did you join the Outlaws for the adventure and excitement?" And I was so insulted by this question, thinking, that's outrageous. I mean, I was a journalist. I mean, of course I joined it for my pure, higher, elitist journalist reasons. But you know, the older I've gotten, I begin to think that was bullshit. I mean, I loved being a Chicago outlaw. I loved my motorcycle. Those were one of the happiest experiences of my life. I did that because I loved it. I've loved everything I've